Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. Old Virginia.
My name is Luke Darnell, pitmaster of Old Virginia Smoke Barbecue, and I'm here to tell you about my new online class available at barbecuechamps.com. This is a 100% tell-all competition barbecue class from yours truly, available online. It is a masterclass with 34 high-definition tell-all online competition barbecue videos that can be watched anytime, and they do not expire. They are packed full of pro tips, techniques, and recipes that will show you how to take your barbecue to the next level. These 34 barbecue cooking videos total 7 hours and will show you everything that you need to take your competition cooking to a level that you never thought was possible. We've already heard from several teams that have bought our classes and have already seen success and gotten their first calls. So this is something that brings me a lot of joy in sharing my knowledge and seeing people be successful with it. So are you ready to take your competition and backyard cooking to the next level? What are you waiting for? Just go ahead and go to barbecuechamps.com and find Luke Darnell, Old Virginia Smoke. We hope you learn a lot and enjoy these videos and have as much fun cooking these recipes as we had making them. This podcast is brought to you by barbecuedata.com. Barbecuedata.com is your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue competition data. Historical data, calls, wins, placements, everything under one roof. It's a great way not only to track yourself in the standings, but also to track how you improve your scores from year to year. Listeners of this podcast can receive 20% off of a new subscription to barbecuedata.com with the code PITPOD. That's one word, all capital letters, PITPOD, PITPOD. So check your team scores, check on others, and do it all on barbecuedata.com. Hey everybody, welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast. We are live from a very beautiful and sunny, calm,
absolutely gorgeous
Ashland, Virginia. We were spared from the weather, which was pretty cool, man. Yeah,
very cool. Today was supposed to be a washout.
It was, but it was not. So we have a nice little breeze blowing right now.
It's pool weather.
It is pool weather. I was in the pool earlier today. We'll be in the pool later today, probably.
And definitely tomorrow after turn-ins.
Oh, absolutely. That's one.
Depending on how the cook goes mid-morning, possibly during turn-ins.
Potentially, right.
I might just lay there and get some sun and watch John and Shannon and everyone turn in.
Hey, it's not a bad idea. I got my man here, Scully, with me, and we've got a bunch of great guests lined up today. What?
Well, no.
No.
We're live, baby.
We're live, honey. Yeah, we're good. I would like to, but it doesn't work with that. Yesterday was a pretty big day in the barbecue world, which I normally call the worst day in barbecue.
That's what I called it.
Yeah. It was a really good day for me and for a bunch of other teams out there. So congrats to everybody that got their name pulled. It's going to be in Lynchburg, Tennessee for the Jack Daniels. It's always a nerve-wracking day. I tried to occupy myself with as much things to do as possible.
You really did. You stayed very. In fact, I come over here and I was like, why are you doing all this? And you were like, what's today? And I was like,
oh, right. Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, we say the worst day in barbecue, and that's only like on a personal level.
Right.
But on the macro level,
it's the best day.
It's the best day. You see a lot of your friends, they're really happy, they're really excited.
Right.
Some of them don't get all of the excitement because they're just like already in, like John and
right
with Chunky and Rooters.
Like, right.
Yesterday just kind of came and went. It was just a regular Thursday from them, but
and some people celebrate too hard.
Some people celebrate too hard. Yes.
Sometimes that happens.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's bring in someone else who got their name drawn yesterday, Shannon Turner. Motley Crew. Here she is.
Can we get both of us in?
Yeah, it should be able to.
Right on in. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Welcome.
Thank you.
You still are, I believe, your third in all-time listens for your episode on the podcast.
All right.
Which is awesome, but congratulations.
Shannon lives in the top 3.
I know.
She lives in the top 3.
Congratulations on finally getting the name pulled.
Finally. Only 10 years.
10 years. How many GCs?
14.
14 GCs.
Yeah.
It is It took us 10 years, so we got our
Yeah,
first one.
it's
So
crazy.
it's
We were always that team, just like everybody else. Sitting there waiting, refreshing, and not there again.
and it's an unreal feeling. So
Yeah.
what are you anticipating? Like, what's your excitement level for this?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. I'm so excited. I want to do everything.
And that's
I will have every piece of clothing.
absolutely.
I mean, I don't know how many barrels we'll get at tops. It'll be ridiculous. I need to get like a brand new credit card to handle it all.
I think my first year I spent $1,200
Oh my
on
God.
stuff just before I went, just so it was ready. And I didn't let the team pay for anything. I bought everybody's shirts and everything.
Yeah.
And it is, it's a good thing to talk about though, because there's a lot of people who it's their first time.
Yeah.
And what are the things that you have to do in Lynchburg?
Yeah.
You got to go do the distillery tour.
Yes. We'll do that.
Make sure you make a reservation at Miss Mary Bobo's.
Did that today.
Perfect.
I think you are.
Have to go do the parade, the team parade.
Can't wait to do that.
It's fun, and then you'll do it, and you'll be like, no one else did this. And you're like,
I don't care. If I'm the only one watching
You know
that
what?
parade, I'm good.
we're going to do it again, too. So I think it's hilarious. I love doing it.
Yeah.
I think we threw out candy bars last year.
Oh, that's
Or
cool.
the one year we went. The dinner on the hill on Friday night is
Yeah.
just exceptional.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were on the way here when you found out, right?
We were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was kind of
So there we are. We're back. Let's see if we can turn. There we go.
Hey.
Get this off here. We're going low tech now.
low tech.
We're back in, everybody.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are the things you got to do.
Yeah.
Make sure, and I was talking to Rod Gray about this today because I said the one thing that I've always wanted to do was go back, because the first time you go, it is just an onslaught
Yeah.
of your senses.
Yeah.
Is it just all? I haven't yet to be drawn.
I know.
Been qualified for years, but I've yet to be drawn. So it's always exciting to see good friends get drawn. So the first time is just not that you're not competing, right? But it's a
You don't.
spectator. You do
Yeah.
a lot of spectating. It's getting in all the things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was told not to care about my cook the
Yeah.
first year,
You told me that last night.
and
right?
I didn't,
Yeah.
and it didn't matter. We didn't get a call, but we had a blast, and it was you just when everybody comes by with their barrel head,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. Sign them all
Fine.
with their barrel head.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I'll walk you through your barrel head purchases. I'll walk you through that. There's
Okay.
several different things you need to buy.
Yeah.
But it's multiple,
Yeah. You said 3 last
at least 3.
night. Yeah, that's
No
what you said last
kidding.
night.
Yeah, you got to have one that stays clean, one that you get signed, and then I want to get one with our logo on it that I didn't get last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then I usually buy 4 or 5 extra ones just to.
I'm making notes for
Different
next year.
That's right.
Oh, I'm not even on camera.
You're on camera.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming on again.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. So lots of fun stuff. Everybody that's coming on here today, I think. Yeah, you're going. But we have a treat here today, folks.
Not going.
Brian's not. It's a little,
Everybody, bud.
yeah.
This is awkward.
This is.
Never awkward with me. Never awkward.
It was awkward because I found out in his trailer. I walked into stood in the doorway like this,
Yeah.
started crying. I was like, oh shit.
I knew what it was about. I was happy.
Yeah.
I knew what I was happy.
So next up, I don't know how to do this, but we're in the presence of number 1 and number 2 in KCBS right now.
Yes.
So I think we'll start with number 2.
Yeah, the crappy.
That's right.
Come on in.
I don't know. Number 2 in mid-August is
Not
not crappy.
crappy.
Yeah. No.
Here we got Paul, and Lynn's going to slide in here too. Awesome. Just shout at the microphone.
That's not a good.
This
That's not a
is
good sound.
That's not-
Let me go over here.
There we
Oh,
go.
this is better.
Paul and Lynn from Rooters and Tutors, welcome.
Thank you.
Up here in Virginia.
Yes.
Saw you guys in Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so you're running pretty hard, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, she's running me pretty hard. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I sign up, tell him where he's taking me.
Yeah. To be in Virginia, we are running really hard.
Yeah,
This is the area
absolutely.
that's a little bit up and down for us.
It's a little east for us.
Yeah.
So
it's a
tell me,
little far east.
what's your calendar like for the rest of the year? Are you every weekend pretty much?
I have no clue. I try not to look. It scares me.
So you told me a couple of years ago, Paul, that like sometimes on Tuesday you'll be like, so just where are we going this weekend? And she's like, well, we're just going to go out to Colorado. And you're like, what the hell are we doing? Are you serious?
That's kind of
Just up and gone. I mean,
yeah.
wow.
I have sent messages, to organizers or somebody and been like, hey, are you guys full? And then I'll tell him, they said that they can get us in, so we have to go to Pennsylvania now, right? And he's like, are you serious?
I
I'm like,
begged them and they
"Yes."
gave it to us.
Right.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
And he's like, okay.
That's
He
awesome.
does really good. He takes a lot of places.
Now, this isn't your first time chasing points really hard, is it?
No. I mean, we've done it for a couple years in a row now.
I think this is our
It's-
4th year.
Yeah,
Of
so
ours.
Successfully.
You just always
Yeah.
kind of been there, but you just couldn't quite. Somewhere toward this time of the year, unfortunately, things start to fall off, or somebody gets really hot, like Janky, and knocks out 4 in a row, so to speak, and we just kind of fade out of the picture a little bit. We're still there, but you would have to get on another heater yourself to finish out strong to be back in it.
Right. And when you're cooking that much, do you notice your results phasing? Like, are there ebbs and flows? Are there highs and lows? Does it?
Sure.
You guys have been on a pretty high level all year, though.
Yeah, it's categories is what I see. So sometimes of the year, our categories are really high, like say, pork or something. Pork, beginning of this year was couldn't miss, but here lately it's still kind of there, but it's on the lower end, and so it's not helping me as much. And I think big meats is where you win anyway. So,
But the chicken's been flying.
yeah, chicken's been great all year, but that's the one that you don't gain that much separation.
Right.
Pork and brisket.
You can have a 175 and finish 20th,
Yep.
but you're still in the mix.
Yeah, absolutely.
20th in brisket.
Oh, you're done.
Kicks
You're
you in the
done.
teeth. Kicks you in the
Yeah,
teeth.
you're done. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time. They're like, I didn't get chicken call. I'm like, doesn't matter, dude. Everybody's got a 170 plus anymore in chicken.
That's right. Yeah.
So, yeah, Royal. Are you going to the Royal?
First time.
Our first time going, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all normally
Second time
don't
to
do it.
register, first time going.
Yeah, really.
And the Jack, obviously. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was number 7 was in Pennsylvania,
That's
right?
right.
That was the last weekend. What?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's been fun watching you guys go through this year.
Yeah.
It's seeing where you pop up. I mean, you've been going everywhere.
And well, and it seems like there's still several people that are in it. I mean, there's a lot of season left. So I mean, anybody can come out of the blue
Right.
and get hot.
So at what point do you start trying to figure out where a certain someone else is going to cook and trying to track them down?
I don't think you do that until to the very end, and it's got to be really close, because right now the contests are not everywhere. So there's only a few contests, and me and him are kind of on the same side. He's way far north of me, but still, we'll see.
Y'all still
each other
overlapping
once.
quite a
Yeah,
bit.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That makes it fun. It makes it fun. And from a physical perspective, if I would rather be in first place than second, because I don't want to have to try to block you, because you're a big dude. I know you're a big guy.
Me, you got to worry about.
It's always you I worry about.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Paul at all.
Yeah.
Always Liam we worry
Lighter back here to me.
about.
I don't know if it's that for us as much as we're just cooking. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just how it falls
still
out.
love
It's how it falls out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just we're just cooking every day. We want to win every single one of them. So I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't.
But somebody asked me the other day, they said, what are you chasing? They're like, you're cooking a lot. I said, I got to be honest with you. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
And I'm having fun. I'm cooking pretty good. And I'm just having a blast. And that's the reason that I keep going out. I mean, I'm even thinking about going to New Holland in 2 weeks, which I hate that place. And it hates me. But I'm like, it might be fun to go up there, and
That's what I said too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, here we go.
The third trip to Pennsylvania. He's like, really, babe,
Please leave me alone, rooters and shooters.
this is our 4th year of him going. We're gonna back off a little bit this year. We're not gonna cook as much.
I said that too.
38 contests later.
And I've
Got a
already
month left in the season.
Don't tell you.
cooked 4 more contests than I did all of last year
Already?
already.
But you're right. I mean, it's part of having fun. Like earlier this week, I mean, I just got done trimming a bunch of meat because I just didn't have time this week, which is unusual for me to trim meat. I hate trimming meat at a contest.
Oh yeah, that's right.
One, I don't like doing it because it takes too much time, and then secondly, I don't know what I really got. It was still wrapped up, and but throughout the week, I'm like, I'm just tired and I'm just dragging. But once you get here, I'm glad I'm here.
You
So,
feel like you
glad I
step
pushed
back
through
into the game once you get here.
Yeah.
Probably sometimes you're on your way to a contest, you're like, this is not going to be
Oh
good.
yeah.
But then when you get here, you kind of have a mental reset.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as you get here and set up, I'm ready to go.
That's cool.
Then you have fun. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I find it interesting that throughout the year, you don't look at your overall. You could focus more on the categories. So you kind of take it down to a micro level where it's like, I got to tweak this a little bit. Instead of just focusing at the overall, you look at what I'm actually cooking and how I can better that over a stretch of time.
Well, it's just stuff you notice.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all looking at what we do. So,
Sure.
And what did we do well, what we didn't, and then you can just start to see the trend a little bit in certain meats. And I don't know if it's just the meat quality. Like I've noticed pork has gotten a lot leaner in the last couple of weeks. At least
It always happens at the heat of the summer.
Yeah. So you're just like, that's going to affect your cook.
Right.
Those that may have stocked up more earlier in the year and hadn't touched it, they might be a little better off this time. So, you just notice little things. When you cook as much as we do, you can see trends.
Tiny things that, and I know you see it too, Shannon. Like cooking almost every weekend. It's like today. Like I made a bonehead mistake today in chicken, but Kim wasn't here.
Oh, you mean for the one meat chicken?
For the one meat chicken, and I was able to try something that I hadn't done in a long time. I just want to see if it hits.
Yeah,
I took a bite of it. I was like, that's pretty good.
Right after all.
We'll see. And then she was like, she looks at it. She goes, that ain't right. I'm like, yeah, but you weren't here. Sorry. It's fine. So I know you got stuff to do, but I just wanted to thank you for coming by.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And good luck.
Good luck tomorrow.
And you're chasing, buddy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Have fun.
good luck tomorrow.
See you.
Whatever. We
Take
just
it
hope
easy
to
on
get
us.
a call.
Here we go.
Every time. We just hope to get a call. It's not 12 years ago, Lynn.
Well, let's get Johnny in here. Come on, buddy. Now we bring in number one.
Number one.
This is rare. In this contest, if you look at the 28 teams that are cooking this contest is a ball beater. I mean, there is, out of the 28 teams, there's so many teams that could win this. Yeah, it's John from Chunky, everybody. Number one team in KCBS. Sorry, I didn't introduce you.
I just
many
think everybody
nicknames.
knows who he was.
John Chunks.
Yeah.
That's the top gun. Chunky. He's got on a black shirt today. It's really not a contest until the tight pink comes out for me.
I quit wearing tight pink.
Why? Because I love it?
Because you loved it too much.
How can you love the tight pink too much?
The tight pink. The tight
Oh,
pink had to go away.
You've actually not worked since.
I have not worn that in probably 3 years.
I know, because I love
3
that
years?
shirt.
And you're still bringing it up?
It was special.
Female?
He really liked it.
I really did enjoy it.
Okay.
They were brave.
You've given a lot of thought to that tight pink shirt.
I remember the first time I met
Oh,
John
wow.
was
Okay.
in Currituck, and he had on the tight pink, and I RGC'd to him. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of losing to this fucker. I'm going to go say hi and meet him.
Let's get this out of the way.
Yeah. So you've been running pretty hard, too.
Yes.
And you went out to Kansas and cooked a couple weeks?
Missouri and Kansas.
Missouri and Kansas? Nice. What's your schedule look like the rest of the year?
Every weekend.
Every weekend.
Every weekend.
Yeah.
It's hard finding contests. The East Coast a little dry this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, every weekend. We're going to Florida next weekend.
Where? Oh, up in Maine.
I mean,
Yeah. Great contest.
yes.
That's one of my favorite contests where I got to do the kids cube with one of the girls from the
We're
Shriners.
doing Kids
Oh,
Cube
that's
this year.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, Stephanie is.
That's cool.
Am I doing?
Kids Cube.
Kids
and
Cube.
Florida.
I am doing Kids Cube.
That's
I got
awesome.
a cute little kid named Carter. So
Uh,
cook hot dogs.
that's so amazing. Yeah. My girl Emily will be there. Unfortunately, I won't be there.
Now I want a hot dog.
I do want a hot dog too. I got to work. Sometimes I got to work. Anyways, Stephanie's back here smoking a cigar. It's very distracting. I should go ahead and put that out of there.
That's cigars.
So every weekend.
Every weekend.
Now, at what point do you start looking to see where other people are going?
Probably getting into about mid-October.
Yeah, that late.
I will end that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different contests in a lot of different places as we get into October,
Yes.
and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Number one, how tight it stays, not only between you two, but like you said, Janky's coming up, Papa Pig's still running.
If you look at the top 10,
Shaper.
there's not a lot of separation in the top 10.
Right.
There's not.
And you're forgetting about last year's Jack winners that were there.
Oh, Urkel
yeah.
too. Yeah.
He's right in there too.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, there's tons. Like there's so many.
and
Oh,
Grant's
Grant.
right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Local yokel.
Local yokels. Absolutely.
He just hooked him.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty wide open, but it's cool to be at a contest where number 1 and 2 is at the same time. Like that doesn't happen very often.
No.
Not this early in the year.
No.
And
Well, that's because I didn't go to PA. So
fair enough.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch. And at the same time, it can be disappointing to watch because we're cooking.
Right.
We want to do well, but at the same time, you start watching those two and it's like, boom, boom. And you get the brisket and you've forgotten you haven't gotten out of your seat yet. And you're like, which one's going to get it?
I mean, my goal is for both of them to have a very sad weekend.
100%.
100%.
100%. Right. It's not going to be for not trying,
Right.
but when you're as hot as they are right now.
Right. It's hard to, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just the little things,
Mhm.
like Paul was talking about. It's the little things when you're cooking every weekend and you just notice tiny little things.
Knowing how to adjust for the leaner pork that you're getting this time of the year, that you
Right.
didn't get in the spring, cooking every weekend like they're doing right now, it's easier to figure out that adjustment, I think.
Right.
What does your week look like? Paul, I'd love to know what your week looks like too, but it's hard to get us all on this camera. But
Right.
what does your week look? I mean, cooking every weekend. I know sometimes I can plan for like I'm cooking in 2 weeks and I can kind of map out. But if it was every week and you've got to stockpile a bunch of meat and sauces and your rubs and all the things, and of course I know you probably got sponsors and stuff, but
chicken's probably Sunday or Monday. I
Mhm.
trim very early in the week. Brisket I pre-trim as it comes in.
okay.
Like, so I get it in, day
So it's
night
easy.
in,
Pull and thaw, pull and thaw, pull and thaw.
trim it,
Okay.
freeze it, then just have to pull it out of the freezer.
Okay.
Do they show up frozen?
No.
They show up
They have to
fresh.
fresh.
Okay. So then you can freeze them.
And so then it's just really a matter of getting ribs and pork trim, usually Tuesday, Wednesday. But that's a quick trim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Injections and sauces on Thursday. And then off you go.
So
Yeah.
it's just part of your week.
It's like basically work the 8 to 5, eat dinner, spend 2-3 hours trimming.
Man, I bet when November gets here, you're just pulled. Yeah.
No, yeah, he's bored, but yeah, Steph keeps him in line. I'll have you on here in a minute
To do it.
on the podcast. Yeah, man. Like I always look forward to November because it's time off, but
I look forward to Hurricane. That is one of my favorite songs.
I love that contest, and now I'm been told that I will be cooking it despite driving back from the Royal that week.
Go straight there.
I'm just going to go straight to the
Right
aisle.
there. Yep.
Yep. Do not pass go.
Do not pass go.
Do not collect $200.
Nope. Straight to Currituck to collect $2,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the beach? It's fun. Well, congrats on everything you've done so far, but it's fun watching you go, bud.
Thank you.
How do you stay motivated?
It's not hard, surprisingly. I mean, the goal really is to win a world championship, so
So that drives you.
that keeps me.
So on those weeks, like Paul, like on those weeks where you're just kind of like, oh, you kind of the same thing. Even if you're a little down when you get here, it's go time.
It's another job. Just flip the switch. And
It's ready to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. As long as you're still having fun, that's all that matters.
I'm gonna go have a cigar. Probably sit during the single meets and drink them up.
There you go, buddy. Well, congratulations, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you,
Having
John.
me.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoyed it.
Oh, we got a special guest
Yeah,
that
we
just
do.
wheeled up. What's going on, kid?
Nothing much.
Sit down. This is Big Al.
Big guy.
You cooking tomorrow? Kids Q, right? This is Alex. He's part of Optimus Swine 757. Is that still on? Alex Wade. What are you cooking tomorrow, bud?
Steak tacos.
Ooh.
I'm making extra tacos.
Yeah? Two extras?
6.
6 extra. All right. Cool. And you've been doing Kids Q for a while, right? You've won some stuff.
Yeah, pretty good, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, steak tacos. Well, stay tuned, everybody. We'll have an update on how Alex does tomorrow on the steak tacos.
Might have a click go live.
We might have to go live. If
Tell
you
us
win.
about it. Tell us about
Yeah,
it.
might have to do a little follow-up video, buddy. Alex also went and got me ice cream. Big suck.
Really?
Yep.
That's all I see.
They do.
I need a bag.
How much was it?
$3.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, actually one $1.50.
Did you pay
150.
for it?
He gave me a 10 to bring to that. He gave me a
He tipped you?
Yeah,
Word.
got to.
I'm not
They
doubting
take care of my people.
I'm not doubting it.
Well, I mean,
Not doubting it.
Awesome, man. I'll let you get back to your bike riding.
Well, good luck.
2 boxes.
Thanks for
Get
coming
some
on,
luck
brother.
tomorrow.
You too.
Make sure you go tell your dad you were on the podcast.
I did.
Oh, you did? That's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. All right,
So
man.
how are the sites here for you in comparison to Wise, Virginia?
I don't know. They're both really good spots. And Wise, we had a barber right next to us. And
Yeah.
we had a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, you got a fresh cut too, didn't you? Yeah. Did that help you in chasing chicks?
I was chasing chicks.
I know you were chasing chicks.
That's awesome.
Doing pretty well too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He said I was chasing chicks.
All right, folks. Well, that's pretty much. Hey, guys. We've got all kinds of people here.
You got Debo.
Debo,
What
what's
is
up?
Chunky's favorite contest?
Chunkies, what's your favorite
Yeah,
contest?
Chunky, what's your favorite contest?
Favorite contest?
Yeah, Dennis Bowman's asking what's your favorite.
Wildwood, New Jersey.
Wildwood, New Jersey is Chunk's favorite contest. Oh,
Gary
man.
said y'all can chase each other around the country.
Yeah,
They just happen to be doing it in our part of the country.
right. It's fun. That's fun.
One weekend I was looking
Wildwood, New Jersey, huh? Interesting.
Have you done that one?
I have not.
I haven't either.
Because it's always Greenwood weekend.
I don't think I did either.
But I've now decided I'm going to do Wildwood next year.
I get it. What's a closer drive for you?
It is not as hot.
Yeah, I'm still not missing Greenwood.
I know I might have to go back to Greenwood though, just to keep my spot.
Yes. Oh. We'll see.
It's a good spot. Dennis said, "Good luck, Alex."
Thank you, Dennis.
Wildwood's
1,000 degrees. When you win like Chunky, it makes it easier. But damn, that's pretty funny.
1,000 degrees in New Jersey.
7:47. We got 13 minutes until single meet awards, and yeah, so I think we're going to wrap it up today.
I think so.
Yeah,
It's been a nice quick one.
yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
one.
We've had some of them a couple hours, but this is nice. We got number 1, number 2,
We weren't sure we were going to do it because of the weather,
and
we've
the
been
connection.
blessed. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
connection's been a problem, but
Yep. Got Mutts on.
absolutely
Jag draw.
super
What are they,
excited for them.
13th
Man.
overall or something like that on top of that? I mean, they're right in the hunt.
Right.
I mean, if they win both of these this
My
weekend.
my uncle's wife said good luck.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
Diane Wade, yep.
Hi. Hi, Diane.
But what do you think, bud? What's your prediction for the steak tacos?
Whatever the judges think.
There you go.
I think it's really good.
All right.
I'm
Well,
pulling for a 180.
yeah,
Me too.
a 180 would
Alex
be
Wade to
cool.
get a 180.
Alex Wade 180 would be stellar. So, all right, buddy, take us out.
All right.
So say, see you next time on the Pitmaster Podcast.
See you next time on the Pitmaster Podcast.
All right, take care, everybody. Thank you for listening to Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast. Be sure to subscribe and like the podcast, rate the podcast, and to share it out with your friends. Also, be sure to check out the Old Virginia Smoke TikTok as well. Old Virginia Smoke One word. That's all you have to search for. It's hilarious. Tune in next week for another great episode of Pitmaster. For companies interested in advertising, please contact Old Virginia Smoke directly via www.oldvirginiasmoke.com. Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast, is edited by Chris Sedenka. Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast, is a property of Old Virginia Smoke, LLC.
Virginia Smoke. Old Virginia